No, I did not trade my cat for a bobcat, but it did get your attention, and I would appreciate it if you would keep watching. Thanks, y'all. Good morning, guys. Friday, December 15th. It's been a minute or two since I filmed anything here on the channel. I've been trying to get caught up on stuff I'd filmed before. It's been kind of rainy, so we haven't really done a whole lot of farm stuff. I've been getting caught up on some electrical work I've been putting off and different things, and made a few purchases, but maybe by now y'all have seen a few of those. But today's kind of a bittersweet day. The first skid steer I ever owned and bought about 4 years ago, my John Deere 317, is going to a new owner. Most of y'all know this is my John Deere 317. You've seen it multiple times now if you've been watching for a while on the channel. I've used it from everything from hauling hay, loading hay, everything like that, clearing brush and stuff. Probably haven't showed y'all much of that on camera. Most recently loading chicken litter, different things like that. It's been a phenomenal skid steer for me. I bought it right after we bought our house here and moved in about 4 years ago or so. I think I paid $12,500 for it. Got a good deal on it. It's been phenomenal, y'all. I mean, I haven't had hardly any issues out of it at all. I've had to repack some cylinders, is pretty much it. It's been a phenomenal skid steer. It's a basic skid steer, you know, no cab or anything, just manual, quick attach. It had new tires on it when I bought it, and they're still in decent shape. Haven't really had any leaks out of it. Overall, been a great skid steer. You know, if anybody's in the market for a beginner skid steer, these are great skid steers. They're pretty simple. They do have some electronics on them, but once again, I haven't had any issues out of it. So, you know, great skid steer if anybody's looking for one. So the other day, I've been looking for a track machine for a while, but the other day my brother sent me another John Deere. All right, it's a John Deere 320. Basically the same machine as my 317, except for this one has hydraulic quick attach, which means I don't have to get out of the skid steer to hook a bucket and unhook a bucket. So like on mine, on 317, you have these levers. This is what holds the bucket on. You push them down, both of them, and that locks the bucket to the skid steer. This one here, there's just a button in the cab. Button in the cab to unlock your bucket. And this one also has 1,700 hours, whereas mine has like 27 or 2,800 hours. So I was like, okay. So I'm not going to disclose the price I got paid for this one yet, because I'm probably going to sell it and still get a track machine. Got a heck of a deal in it. It's got good tires on it. Like I said, the quick attach. It's actually straighter than mine. It's got a full set of weights on it. You know, mine has screws and stuff holding this panel in, where this one doesn't. Very nice machine, very straight machine. So anyway, purchased it, and here we are with it. Yet not 100% sure that I'm going to purchase it, but I'm looking hard at it. And if I don't purchase this one, I'm probably going to purchase one similar to it. 2019 Bobcat T770. Now this is a hoss, you guys. I've had it a couple days now, and I'm just kind of playing with it a little bit. The guys let me demo it, try it out, because this one is a joystick machine, and I'll explain that in a few minutes. Track machine. This is like 90 horsepower, give or take. It's about 11,000 pound machine. It's supposed to be able to pick up like 3,500 pounds. Heat and air, enclosed cab. It's be great for chicken litter. It also has the hydraulic quick attach, meaning that I can hook and unhook buckets from inside the cab. Like I said, it's a joystick machine. Tracks. Guys, this thing is a hoss. It's also a 2-speed, which means I have two separate speeds. So I can go from like, I think the lower speed is like 7 miles an hour to the higher speed is almost 11 miles an hour, which I'm really wanting for straw, because us getting picking up straw with the accumulator, I think this will be a major advantage. We'll be able to go a lot faster picking up straw and, you know, going to a trailer to load. Also, with the tracks, I'm not gonna have near as much compaction as I do with my tire machines. This machine weighs a lot more than my other ones, probably about 5,000 pounds more. But with these wide tracks on it, the amount of pressure put on the ground is significantly lowered. I think this has like a 4.5 psi, so 4.5 pounds per square inch of track pushing in on the ground, whereas I don't even want to know what those are. It would be ungodly. This thing has a Doosan engine. The part that I don't like about it is it is an emission motor. We do have DEF, which I'm scared to death of. But anyway, trying it out, trying to see how I like the joysticks, see if I want to go that route or if I want to wait for a hand and foot machine. There'll be plenty of video on this later. I'll probably film some here in a little while today, but I wanted to give just a little bit of a farewell, if you will, to the 317 and introduce you guys to the 320 just very briefly. It's probably not gonna be here on the farm long because I am looking to upgrade machines to a bigger one like this, for the simple fact of you know, heat and air tracks, a bigger machine altogether. Anyway, all right, so let's go over the 317, 320, and so I'm just going to show you guys basic operations. I'm on the 320 right now because I don't want to run the 317 very much because the guy's coming to pick it up today, and I don't want to put any more time on it or use it any because it is his. So the 320, you have a seat belt, you have to latch. That's the safety system on this one. You have a parking brake switch right here. This is your headlights on and off. It's got two positions. The first position just turns the fronts on. The back farthest position turns the fronts and the backs on. This, I'm not 100% sure, something to do with locking in your hydraulics if you're gonna run like a backhoe. And once again, this is the quick attach. You have two levers, one on each side, the left handle and the right handle. You push this one forward to make the right side go forward, this one forward to make the left side go forward, back, you know, turn. If I want to turn to the left, I'd push this lever forward and pull this one back, and vice versa to make my lift work. If you guys can see it, there's pedals down here in the floor to make my boom raise. I would push this pedal down here. I would kick my heel down like that to make the lift go down. I would push this one down to actually tilt my implement back like this. I would kick this heel down to push it forward. I would push this heel forward. So let's fire it up and you can actually see without me rambling. So to crank it, just turn the key. Hear that loud siren. I've already cranked it this morning, so I'm not gonna glue plug it. All right, I've already got my seatbelt on. So to unlock everything now, there'll usually be a seatbelt sign here in the seat if you haven't unlocked your seatbelt, but I already have. So for right now, all I gotta do is push this button. That unlocks my machine. So now, I'm gonna kick this left foot heel back. That raises it. Kick this heel down. That lowers it. So to tilt my implement back, I'm gonna kick my right heel back. Kick my right heel forward and make it go down. So to make my machine go forward, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna use my left knee for this side, but to make it go forward, I just push both of them forward. To turn to the left, I push my left lever further forward, right lever further forward, pull it back. I'm gonna lock my parking brake. If I was running an attachment such as a bush hog or grapple or something to actuate my grapple or anything, you twist this lever right here one way or the other. I'm gonna fire it back up and show you the quick attach. So like right now, if I tilt my attachment down, they are obviously locked in. If I push this button right here to unlock my quick attach, then I can unhook my attachment. It's a very handy feature for not having to get on and off. I've always despised having to get on and off because I change implements out pretty often, especially if I'm doing dirt work. Whereas this machine, I had to get on and off every single time to hook up my, or to actuate my handles here. You still, like if you're doing a grapple or something, you still have to get off to be able to hook the hoses up here and here, but much simpler. All right, now for the big T770. It's very dirty. They just took it in on trade, so it needs a good bath. Let's give you a run in on it. Open up my door here. All right, I'm gonna shut my door. This one actually has a code. Once I enter my code, you can see 2,800 hours. It's ready to crank. This is my key switch on this one. It doesn't actually have a key. The passcode counts as the key. For my throttle, it's all electronic. All right. So to unlock my machine so I can use it, I push this little green button. This machine also has a lap bar instead of a seat belt. I think it actually has a seat belt too if you wanted to latch it in. Once again, I have heat and air conditioning controls down here. That's my climate control. I have a radio here. 2-speed actuates here with this little turtle, this little rabbit. Now I'm in high speed mode. Now I'm back in low speed mode. You can actually control the speed here with this little snail. You press it, it pops up speed, and I can actually control how much of my full speed that I want to go. So like if I wanted to basically put a cruise control where I can't go, or a cruise limiter where I can only go so fast, I can do that. This lever here, I'm holding you guys with my right hand. This machine here, joystick, so I can control my full movement of the machine from right here. This thing's gonna drive me nuts. So the full control of the machine is right here, as far as moving. Alright, to move my booms, it's all this hand. Back to come up, forward to go down, left to tilt back, right to tilt forward. Alright, to do my quick attach, there's a button right here. Wedges down, move my wedges. Button up, move my wedges up. And that's basically it. My auxiliaries on this one, you have to engage them up here. And then this button right here turns them on and off. To lock it in, I'll push it to the left, and there's a button on the back side of my remote. And that's all it takes. It's a pretty neat machine. They definitely came a long ways from the older machines, like my 317 and 320. But price, and that's the bad part of this machine, guys. I've got the boom up a little bit. And now I have to go back in here and enter my code again. So that's all she wrote, you guys. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. God bless. Have a good day.